Hello friends, how are you? Writing a check seems to be the easiest thing to do, right? For many people, it's a routine task. But many times, people end up writing check loosely, which leads to major frauds and cheating. And many such events are being recorded by the banks. Friends, it is also noted that if a check is dishonored, then the payee can decide to proceed legally against the drawer of the check according to Section 138 of NI Act 1881. The dishonored check is a criminal offence and is punishable by imprisonment up to 2 years or with monetary penalty or with both. Friends, to avoid these types of frauds and legal penalty, it is very much required to write the check in proper way. And today in this video, I am going to tell you what precautions need to be taken to avoid major mistakes while writing a check. For better understanding, please look at the check on your screen. Here in these portions, write the date on which you wish to issue the check. Then here you write the name of the persons you wish to pay. Friends, look at these portions where the check issuers need to sign as per his bank account records. And this is the check issuer's account number. This is check number. This is Indian Financial System Code. Popularly it is called IFSC code. Friends, this 11-digit alphanumeric code is used to uniquely identify bank branches. IFSC code is also required for online transactions. This is called MICR Code, stands for Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. It is mostly used in banks to facilitate the processing of checks. Friends, this is called Account ID with RBI and this is Transaction Code. Friends, the amount you are going to pay should be written on this portion as amount in words and in this portion as amount in figures. Now I am going to tell you what precautions need to be taken during writing a check to prevent fraud and cheating. The first point is that it is required to write the name of the payee properly in the check. If the check is written for an individual, it is essential to include his full name with correct spelling and without long spaces. Long spaces may lead to major frauds. For example, let's say you are issuing a check to Ankit Sen, and if there is long space between Ankit and Sen, then one can add an additional letter A after Ankit and the name will become Ankita Sen, or one can add an additional Gupta after Sen and the name will become Ankita Sengupta or Ankit Sengupta. And by this process, check can easily be misused. Therefore, it is a good practice to leave a small space between the names so that it becomes impossible to add any further alphabets. And after writing the name, add a running line as a security to prevent any type of malpractice or exploitation with the check. Friends, look at the pay portion of the check. I am writing the name of the payee just after the word pay, and there is a minimum space between the name and title. And after that, I also added a running line. The second very important point need to be reminding that filling the monetary amount properly. Sometimes it is observed many people write the amount in words and figures in a very casual way by giving space between the numbers or words. In that case, there will be a chance of fraudulent transactions. For an example, if the check amount is issued for 8,000 and there is a long space between 8 and 1000, And fraudulent can do fraud by putting a letter Y after the word 8 and by adding a 0 in figure. Friends, please mind it. After writing the amount in numbers, put a slash with a hyphen and do not forget to strike out the empty space. It is also required to write the amount in figures from the very left side of the box where amount in figure is to be written. And there would be no spaces between the numbers because it may lead to major frauds. So do not leave any space while writing the amounts in words as well as in numbers. And after writing amounts in words, always write only at the end. Now I am going to tell you some general safety measures to be followed in your check. You must ensure that the check you are writing to somebody should go to the same person's bank account. You can do this by putting a double cross line on the top left corner and mentioning account payee only. Friends, for better precautions, it is a good practice after writing the name, add the account number of the payee. It helps you to confirm the payment of the payee bank account. It is a good practice to stick a transparent stripe of sellotape on the name and amount written on the check in order to keep them safe for any illegal changes. Keep the record of all the checks used for payment purpose by noting down check numbers or keeping a snapshot of a check before submitting it. In case after issuing the check, if you want to stop the payment of the check, then you can easily find out the record. You can also write the purpose of payment at the reverse side of the check. Suppose if you want to pay your daughter's school fees, then you may write at the reverse side of the check your daughter name, class, mobile number, etc. Friends, if you want to withdraw cash by self, then write self after pay and don't need to write account pay here and don't cut the word bearer. Friends, sometimes while taking loan from bank, it is required to give cancel check because by cancel check they want to confirm your account number, bank branch name and IFSC code, etc. Then you may just simply write the cancel and give two parallel lines here. Another point is that suppose you are taking a house building loan of rupees 40 lakhs and a security check is required to deposit in the bank. Then you can write on the check the word not to exceed rupees 40 lakh. Friends, the last and most important point is that always write the check by self and don't allow others to write the check details you are going to issue. Because if the fraudster write the check by a pen with erasable ink, then he can change the check amount and easily withdraw the cash from your bank account. Friends, I hope this video will help you to know the precautions required during writing a check to prevent frauds and any type of legal hazards due to dishonor of the check. And if you think this video will helpful for you, then click the like button and share it to your friends and relatives. And don't forget to subscribe the channel for getting notifications of my upcoming videos. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.